Hello. So is the stream working? Hello. So is the stream? So I think it is working and the sound is fine. Okay. So I will be solving it live. Codeforces around 9:32. So you will be able to hear my thoughts. And initially the stream will be private. And after the contest, if the contest goes well, I will make it public. Okay. Hmm. So we still have 5 minutes remaining. Okay, so if you want to learn some graph algorithms, you can go into the playlist section, and I've been working on this playlist, graph algorithms for competitive programming, and I will be covering most of the CSS problems, as you can see. So till now, I have covered till I think I have covered till giant pizza. Okay, so I think I've covered till mail delivery, and I think in the next video I will cover some the teleporter's path, then Hamiltonian flights. And I think I will skip the nights too, and then maybe I will cover all these problems, the flow problems. Okay. Actually, I have solved this problem. I don't know why it is saying wrong answer, but we'll see about that also. So we have this now. Yeah, that's that. And let's wait for 5 minutes, 4 minutes for the contest to start. If you have any doubts, you can tell me in the comments, and if I know them, then I will surely reply. Okay. By the way, I also have a blog, so you can go onto my website and read the blogs on here. So here I post some useful blogs that you can check them out. Okay, so I don't know why it is not opening. Yeah. Uh, so I post some blogs related to CPN interviews also. So like DP problems, tree algorithms. Basically, I've posted a lot of blogs on the CSS problem set. So you can also check them out if you want to read them. Okay. Okay, we still have 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining. I just hope the internet doesn't go in between the recording, because one of the times it went and I did not realize it, and the stream ended in between. So I just hope it doesn't happen this time. Yeah. Okay. Also, you can tell me in the comments which if there is some other algorithm or some kind of problems that is not covered in this playlist. That also I will cover. Okay. Okay, we have 3 minutes remaining. And by streaming, I don't mean that I am a very high rated coder. I'm just a specialist. So I don't know if how many problems I will solve. Probably I will be able to solve till B or C problem only. So let's see how the contest goes. Okay. I think I will use m2.codeforces because it is much lighter and faster. So I will use m2.codeforces to give the contest. Okay, I will have to wait for 1.5 minutes. Let's see how many people have actually registered. So we have 20 of my friends. Yeah, okay, seems good. Okay, 30 seconds. 17, 16, 15. Okay, let's read the first problem. Entertainment in Mac. Congratulations, you have been selected in Master's Assistants. However, you were extremely bored in the class and got some. Okay. You're given a string S and an even integer. So it is given that n is even. There are two types of operations you can apply on it. Add the reverse string to the end of the string. For example, S is equals to MP, then okay. After the reverse the current string. So okay, so I can either reverse it or I can add the reverse of it. It is required to determine the lexicographically smallest string that can be obtained after applying n operations. Note that you can apply the operations different types in any order. So you must apply exactly n operations in total. Okay. Okay. So I will have to, like, if I do four operations, then I mean there is no point in. I mean I know that if I so what is it? What is the given? In the first case you can apply the operations of second type, reverse the string four times, and then the string as will remain equals to this. Okay, yeah. So when will I have to do the first type of operation? Like if I have GRIB, why can't I just reverse it? So apply the second type of operation, then S will become this. Yeah. Apply the operation of the first type, add the reverse of the string, then it becomes this. Okay. I mean I had to do two operations for this. Okay. So okay. Hmm. Once I have the lexicographically smallest string possible, I will either have to if I still have odd number, then I will have to add the I think I get the idea of this problem. So what we can do is let's just first go to the Sublime text and paste the input, and my expected output is this. Okay. I think I will do this in Python because I think the code will be much shorter. So first we have an integer input and a string. Okay. Now obviously if s is less than s of colon colon minus 1, that is the reverse of that string. Actually let me just strip this. Okay, so if this is the case, then I then simply we print s because we don't even need to do anything else. What we have to do is I will have to say like okay, s is equals to s colon, so I will reverse the string and then add s to it, and then I will print s. So I think this is the answer. So we have, okay, we don't have that. Okay, let's make it equal to. Okay, now we have CMP. This is correct. This is correct. Yeah, I think this is the code. Now let's try to submit it. So we have Python problem A, Python 3. Yeah, submit. Okay, we got an okay verdict. Now let's move on to the next problem, that is informatics in Mac. Not this. Yeah. So in master's assistance, someone was given a homework, whatever. There is an array A of length n, and you want to divide it into k segments in such a way that max on each segment is equal to the same integer. Okay, max on each. What is the max? Max is basically the number of. I forgot what max was. Okay, so the minimum positive integer that is not present in this array. Okay, including 0. Yeah. So in such a way that max on each segment is equal to the same, an array of length n, and you want to divide it into k segments greater than 1. Okay, in such a way that max on each segment is equal to the same integer. Okay, so max of each segment should be the same. Okay, so max is the smallest non-negative integer that does not belong to the array, obviously. Now, like, I don't know what the max can be. N is still 2 into 10 to the power 5, and a can be from 0 to some number. It is guaranteed the sum of n is not. Okay, so you want to solve this in n log n time. For each test case, output a single integer. -1 if suitable division does not exist. So it can also happen that the division does not exist. Now, in this case, I can simply divide it in 0, 0. So the answer is 1, 1. No, okay. So the answer is, do we have to print the maximum max? Otherwise, on the first line, output an integer, the number of segments in the division. Okay. Output k lines, the division into the segments. The ith line should contain two integers li and ri, the boundaries of the ith segment. Okay, so should these segments be of equal? Yeah. Okay. This is tough. Okay, if this is completely sorted, then it is tough. Like, what I can do is I can divide this into 0 and 0. So why are we getting this output? Otherwise, on the first line, output an integer k, the number of segments in output k lines, the division into the segments. The ith line should contains two integers li and ri. So first is 1, 1, then we have 2, 2. Okay, like that. And the following condition must be satisfied. Okay. If there are multiple possible solution, output any of them, obviously. Okay. So I think this is a tough problem. Like if I'm starting from 0, my max cannot be, for the first segment, my max cannot be equal to 0, right? So so what should be my Ri? And okay, hmm. Okay, I think let's discuss this test case, because let's try to solve it for this test case. 0, 1, 7. So we have 0, 1, 7, 1, 0, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 1, 0, 3. So what I should do is try to find the longest increasing consecutive elements. So we have these, and we also have this, then we don't have anything. Okay, so clearly my max should be greater than, I think my max should be, like, if I am considering only this, so clearly my max should be 1, greater than 2. I think the longest that I can find, so my max should be greater than 2. So it is saying like, okay, let's consider till 3. So I will consider these three elements. So it has a mix of 2. Then I will consider these elements. No, not these. Okay, so if I consider these elements, my max is still 2. I think not. No, no, no. So what I should do is I think we should consider these elements. So my max is still 2. I should consider these elements. I think can we binary search on this? Can we binary search the answer? Okay. What is the upper limit? Yeah, I think we can do some sort of binary search. Like let's say let's try to make it, and if it exists, then I will simply print the answer. Otherwise, I will try to, if it does not exist, then no, I don't think I can binary search. Can I try to do it randomly? No, I don't think I can do it randomly. I mean, there will be a minimum value that I can do. So if the max does not exist, then what? Should I either increase it or decrease it? Hmm. Okay, let's see. If we have this, then clearly 0 and 1 are consecutive. So it has all the numbers. 1 0 is good. Then 1 0 is good. Okay. So I think since we have 1 0, I should try to make the max equals to 2. So what I will do is, okay, these two segments must not contain each other. So I will put 7 in either this or this. So this will go inside this, and that's how I know my answer should be equals to that. But how do I know what the answer should be? How can I actually sort them? 2 to 2 is simple, 1 1 1 1 1 1. So like that. Yeah. For 0 1 2 0, we have 0 1 and 2. Yes. Okay. So how can we actually divide it? Clearly, if this is a sorted number, then I think it heavily depends on if my array is starting from 0 or not. If the 0 is in between, then I don't think I can find the solution. Like, okay, if the starting element is not 0 and we find a 0 in between, then we will never be able to get a solution because that is how it is, right? Otherwise, like I think I get it. Like if I'm starting from 0 and if I have a 0 in between, then I will never be able to find the answer because no, why not? Like, okay, let's say my array looks something like 1 0, let's say 1 2 3 0, 1 2 3. Then I can, like if I have two zeros, then this is good, right? Yeah. I mean, okay. Hmm. Okay, I can't come up with anything. Okay, if there are multiple solutions, we can print any of them. Yes. Okay, whatever will be the multiple solution, the max is fixed at what we want. I think this has something to do with the zeros because the zeros are forming my start and end like that. So if we have 0, then I can probably make a segment till this point, and then I can probably make a segment till this point, and then can I do this? So in this case, the max will be 1, so no, we can't do that. So probably I can do something like this, and then this. So I think I have to try either in one order or in the reverse order, and then I need to see what I can do. Yeah. Okay, so I will keep a track of the elements that I have in the set. Like from 0 I will start like 0, 1, and then when I find an element which is already in this set, I will say okay, let's stop, and then I will start again, and then I will stop like I already had 0 and 1, and then I think like that. Okay, so I think I get it. Like 0, 1, and since every element was distinct in this case, so I will keep taking it, and that is how I know that it is not possible. In this case, I can divide it in 1 and 1. Yeah, yeah, I think I get it now. So what we can do is, okay, so what is the answer for 4? So even if we divide it, I need to make sure that the max of all these was equal. Yeah, so I think what I will do is I will keep adding them in a set, and I have to check that if in the set this next element 1 is already inside my previous set. Okay, so I think I get it now. So first we have an integer n, and now let's say we have two integers. So a is equals to list map and input dot split. Okay. Actually, I also need to find out the max of it. So what is the answer? Like we have a, okay, but I can't go till n square. I think it will just it will get sorted. Like okay. So for I in range n, let's say currently my s is equals to a set which is initially empty. If let's say my L is initially equal to 0, and okay, and the answer is equals to an empty list. If a of I is not in S, so we do something which is initially I don't know what we will do, pass. Else we do something which is initially I don't know what we will do, pass. So if it is not in S, I will say S dot add a of I. In the else case, what I will do is let's try to find out the max. So let's also make a set of max. Okay. So if it was in this, so I will have to search for, so let's say for I in range 1 to n. Actually, let's start from 0. If I, let's go till n plus 2. So if I not in S, what I should do is I will say mx dot add I and break. So I added the max in the set, and now what will I do? S dot clear. So I cleared my this set, and answer dot append what? I will append a tuple from L to I minus 1 and L is equals to I, like that. So I think this works. Let's print my answer variable. So for what I am getting, initially I'm getting 0 0, and then in the end I should get 1 1. Okay, let's say we have 0 to, from 0 to 1, this, then from 0 1, from 2 to 1. This is wrong. So why are we getting from 2 to 1? 0 1 2 to 1. Why is it in reverse order? Hmm. Answer dot append L comma I minus 1 and then L becomes I. Okay, I think it is failing for the third test case. So let's just try for that test case only. Okay, so it is telling 0 to 1, that is correct. So S dot insert, then we cleared S and then we started appending it. Yeah. So for I, oh, sorry about that. So if J not in S, then mx dot insert J. Yeah, now I think it is correct. First we have 0 to 2. Yeah. Then we have 3, 4, 5. No. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should not get 5 here because because 5 is already inside this set. So initially my set is empty and then we have a 0. So we add a 0, then we get a 1, then we get a 7. So then again initially we have a set as empty. Wait a second, wait a second. If it is inside it, then I should also add a of I to the set. Yeah, I think that was wrong. So let me just remove the print statement. Yeah. So you have 0 to 2. Yeah, this is correct. Then we have 3 to 4. This is also correct. And from here I should also add, let's say, answer dot append what? L to n minus 1. Yeah. So we have this. I think this much is correct. And now once we have these three values, I should check that if my mx, if len mx equals 1, then I will print this print len answer for x in answer, print x of 0 comma x of 1, else I will simply print -1. I think this should work. Let's just copy this whole test case. Yeah, so first we have 0 0 1 1, this is correct. Then we get a -1. Yeah, then we have 3, then we again have 3. So 0 0 1 1, then we have 2. This is incorrect. For the last test case we are getting something different. Why is that? It says from 0 to 2, 0 1 2, we have one list and then we have 0. So initially, wait a second, wait a second, what is the what is max? Okay, I think I forgot to do this. In here. Yeah, now I think it is correct. Where is the print statement? Let me just remove. Yeah, I think now it is giving correct answer. Let's try to submit this. I think it will give me a TLE, but let's see. I don't have any other solution for it right now. Okay, we got a wrong answer on test case 1. Wait a second, wait a second. Okay. I think I get it now. Because we had zeros, so what I should do is I should add 1 to these values. Yeah. And now it will give me correct answers. So we have Python 3 point, where is Python 3.8, and this is the B problem. This is why I don't like this website. Okay, we got a wrong answer test case 1 again. Why is that? K should be at least 2 in test case 2. 0 K. Yeah, that is also correct. K should be at least 2. I think now this should work. Okay, we got a wrong answer. Okay, when will we get a wrong answer? What happens when if I don't even encounter a 0? What happens then? I think it has something to do with the zeros. First, I should take all the elements till 0, then I should take all the elements till I consider one more 0. Then I should keep taking the elements till I have 0, and I will think like that. I think this is the way to go. Because if I don't even have the have zeros, what I can do is I can simply, yeah. First of all, I should see that if the array does not even have a single 0. So if I don't have a 0 at all, I think it is always optimal to divide it into only two subarrays. So first is the case when if the number of 0, so number of 0 equals 0. Yeah, I think I get it now. So what I can do is first let's count the number of zeros in this array. So let's say count underscore 0 is equals to a dot count 0. So I will count the number of zeros in this array. And if the count of 0 equals 0, then what can be can length be 1? Wait a second, let me check. Okay, length is always 2. So what I can do is for every, let's first print n, and then I will run from I will print I comma I. So this is one of the possible solution. Like if we don't have a 0, then simply take the lnr like that. Else if count underscore 0 equals 1. So if we only have one 0, then we probably can't divide it into two subarrays, because one will have a max of 0, so we will print -1. And in the else case, if we have at least two zeros, so we have some numbers a1, a2 till an, then am, then we have 0, then we have am plus 2 till an, right? If we have something like this, then if we consider all these elements, like if I divide it like this, So, or I have a possibility like I can divide it like this. So in this case also, I like okay, so since I have two zeros, so I have a zero in between. So what I can do is I can give this element like this. Yeah, yes, it is a bit complicated now. So let's say we have some numbers, then we have a zero, then we have am plus 1, then we have another 0, then ak, and then we have an. Okay, so if we have something like this, so what can I do it like this? It is not necessary. Like if in the else case, it is not necessary that I will get something like this. So how can I do it? Like I have to prove that this is the optimal solution. Okay. I mean, I will have to check that this works or not. Maybe if I could extend this, what if I had a 1? Then like if the current max is let's say mx, okay, and here the current max is, so it does this array doesn't have this element in it, okay, and this has mx2, okay, so this array doesn't have this element in it, and we do have mx here, and this has mx plus 1, let's say. So it does has mx in this, so if I increase it, if it has mx more number of times, then I might have to increase it. Yeah, so it is complicated. Hmm. Okay, what if we have 1 2 3 4 2 1 0, 1 2 3 2 4 1 0, 1 2 3 6? If you have something like this, what is the optimal solution? What I can do is I can get a number till here, okay, and that is good. Now I can get the number still here, that is also good. I mean, I already had a 1, so that didn't matter much. Uh, I should only extend it. What if I had something like hundreds and all which are not even in this array? If I take it, but they are not in the segment, like should I try to increase the max at all? No, right? Increasing the max doesn't make sense. So currently, whatever the max we have, mx, and whatever the max that we have till here, let's say mx2, okay. So I need a way to make them equal. Like where should I partition it? Since it is mx2, let's say it is greater, so it already has the mx in this array. Okay, so I need to take, yeah, I think like that. So if we have this, then I need to at least take the value till I find mx. I think yes. If the max value is greater, then that has mx1, yes. And now I need to find a partition that helps. I don't think I can think of it right now. Okay, let's see. I think I get it now. Okay, so even if we have a lot of zeros, like let's say 1 2 3 0 4 5. So it has a max of 6. Then we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 0. Okay, so if we have something like this, and then we have again something like this, so what we can do is, okay, then we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 0 again. So let's just consider this, and let's consider this whole array. Okay, so let's try to find the 0 and then consider this whole array, right? Now I need to find the partition where I can have all the elements, like the count of all the elements is equal. So what I can do is, at every point I need to know the count is equal or not. Like from here, I don't care till here. Like here the max is, from left the max is this, and the right the max is something like that. I have to find what is the max from left and right. So what I should do is, I need to get the minimum element that is missing, and I need to do it in big O. So something like a hash map must be used. Yeah, okay, okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to traverse in the array till I encounter a 0. Thing like, okay, let's say d1 is equals to a dictionary and d2 is also equals to a dictionary. Okay, now for I, let's import the default dictionary. Okay, so these are default dictionary. Now now I'll traverse in this array till I find the first 0. Okay, so if uh, so d1 of I plus equals 1, right? Okay, we have this. Now what can I do? Like, okay, if we have this, what about the max of the entire array? Can I say about something like that? How about I maintain a sorted list? Okay, if I have something like that, then uh, I might be able to find it in log n time. Actually, n square log n time, because I will have to keep checking for every index if the max is equal or not. So that is not optimal. Like if I'm adding elements which are greater than max, then it doesn't really matter. So I will have to find the element which is equal to the max. So if I know, like, currently the max is 4, so I will have to find 4, then the max becomes 5. Then I will have to keep adding till the max becomes 5. And once I add it, yeah, so I think, like, okay, uh, d of I plus equals to 1. And now if not d of I, if I d of a of I, let's say d of a of I equals 1 plus equals 1, and if a of I equals 0, so if it is 0, um, what I will do, I will traverse in the reverse order. So let's say for j in range I to I plus 1 to n, and I will make it reverse range. So let's say reversed. I will say d2 of I plus equals 1. D2 of a of I plus equals 1. So I will have a like that. Now let's find the max of these, and after this I will simply break the loop. So I am at some index, which is at index I. Now, how can I find out the like what should I do now? Like this is done. Now for j in range, like first of all, I need to find mx1 and mx2, right? So let's say for mx1 in range 1 to n plus 2, if mx1 not in d1, break. Okay, and similarly for I can say mx2 in range 1 comma n plus 2, if mx2 not in d2, break. Okay, now clearly, like if I have mx1 greater than, so if mx1 is greater than, if we have now you have some cases like, okay, I found the first zero. Now what? Like this is the first zero. Now I need to increase it. But if my mx1 is greater than mx2, if we have this, then like okay, I can only increase the max. I can't decrease it, right? So if my mx1 is less than mx2, sorry, is greater than mx2, then we print a -1 lf mx1 equals to mx2. Then we print like okay, this is good. What I can do is I can print 2, then we print 1 to I plus 1, and then we print I plus 2 to n, right? In the else case, now I need to find out, or let's just return the function. Now now if it is still not complete, then I need to find out where can I, like what I'm going to do is okay, for j in range, let's go from I plus 1 to n. Okay, if like I will have to do it, like how can I do it? If a of I, let's simply add this a of I, so I will say d1 of a of I plus equals 1 and d2 of a of I plus equals to 2, minus equals to 1. If d2 of a of I equals 0, so I will simply delete d2 of a of I, so this is gone now. And also if mx1 equals to a of I, then I will say mx1 plus equals 1, and okay, and if, since I am deleting all the occurrences, also if mx2 equals to a of I, then mx2 uh, minus equals to 1, so mx2 will decrease, but not by 1, it might increase by several folds, right? Yeah, this is not correct. I don't think this is correct. I'm not sure if this will work, but what do we have? Okay, I wrote else if somewhere. It should be elif. So we do have 2. It says 1 1, then 0 1, 2 to 4. The mixes are not equal. So why are we getting that? Now max is 1, then max is, I should have got a -1 here. Why are we getting, Okay, so I think I get it now. What is the value of mx1 comma mx2? So both are 1. Why is that? In this case, the max is 1. In this case, what is the max? It should be j, not I. Yeah, now we are getting correct answer. I still think this code is incorrect, but I don't have any other solution right now. So for 2 it is correct, then this is also correct. Now we are getting -1. Okay. So I can say, I said like, okay, let's take 1 till 0, and then we have all of these till here, which is also incorrect. I think I have to consider all the zeros, like, okay, the max is 1 for this, obviously, but for this, the max is different. Okay, so I think for all zeros, like wherever I find 0, I can partition split the whole array and then try to find out the max of the other, like that. Yeah. So, how many people have actually solved this problem till now? Okay, can I think about mix? C is even more tougher. 0, 1, 2, then 3, 4. 0, 1, 7. Uh, I think I need to cool my head. So if you have, what is max? Max is the smallest element that is not present in it. So initially my max is 0. When I add 0 to this array, it becomes 1. Yeah. When I add, but what if we already had 1, 2, and now initially my max is 0. But when I add 0, I will have to keep in, so it might take big of n time to actually increment it. Yeah, that is not good. Okay, it can't be. I think it has something very simple logic because 4,000 people have solved it. Is the stream going on? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see the examples once more. For 1, 7, I mean, clearly the difference in these is too wide. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, let's try something else. We had 0, 1, 7, then 1, 0, 1, 0, and 3. Okay, so maybe I can select a 0, one of these zeros. Let's say, let's take this and partition array is like this. So the max of all this array is 2. Max of this whole array is also 2. So that is my answer. So something like that. So if I have, but which 0 to select, that is the question. So if I have this, then I can select something like this and this, but this is incorrect. Then I will go to this, and if I find the answer, I'm going to say like, okay, that is good. I think this will work. Yeah. So let's make two dictionaries. Let's say d is equals to default dict of int and d2 is equals to default dict of int. Okay. Now first of all, I'm going to put all the elements in this array. d1 dot d1 of a of I plus equals 1. Then I'm going to do it again. Let's say d2 of a of I plus equals 1 and d1 of a of I minus equals 1 if d1 of a of I equals 0, delete d1 of a of I. Okay, so the element gets deleted. And now if a of I equals 0, then only I will check the max. So let's say for mx1 in range 1 to n plus 2, if mx1 not in uh, d1, then break. uh, for mx2 in range 1 comma n plus 2, and if mx2 not in d2, then break. And simply if mx1 equals mx2, then I will say, okay, let's partition this into two arrays. Like, okay, first will be 1 to I plus 1 and then print I plus 1 to n. Yeah, and then I will return this whole function. Otherwise, I will simply print -1. Let's check if this works. So it tells like, okay, in the third test case, go from 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this is working, but this step might give me a TLE, so I'm not sure, but this is also one of the possible solutions. So let's try to submit it. So the V problem and Python 3. It is giving wrong answer in the first test case. It is quite tiring. In the test case 1, so my 0 and 0 were like that. So 1, 1 and 1, 2. I'm getting 1, 2. This is incorrect. From 1, I went to 1. Then from, it should be I plus 2. Yeah, now it is correct. I won't submit here. Then we have Python 3. Submit. Okay, we are getting a wrong answer again. If count of 0 is equals to 0, then d of a of I plus equals 1, this is correct. For mx in range this, for mx2 in range this, then we break it. If mx1 equals mx2, then we say okay, let's divide it into two ranges. So where will this give me a wrong answer? I'm not sure now. Okay, this contest is going really bad for me now. For n range n, d of a of I plus equals 1. I was expecting a TLE, but wrong answer. 5,000 people have solved it. Okay, for this test case it is okay, but what about other test cases? Uh, should I try to make some random test cases now? Maybe yes. Okay, if I say a dot count 0, so I'm counting 0. What if we have count of 0 equals 0, so there are no zeros in the array, then I will simply print I comma. So this case is completely correct, I am sure of it. If I only have count 0 equals to 1, then that is that. uh, okay, is it always optimal to divide it into two sub-arrays? Like, can't I divide it into three or more? Why am I getting a feel of binary search? Hmm. Okay, let's keep thinking. I will come up with something, I think. So if you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is optimal to take these. And let's say we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the max is clearly, what I can do is, let's say we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is giving me a max of 5. Let's say we have 6. So I can put this 6 anywhere. But if I have, let's say this is 0, I take it like this, and we have it all like this. Yeah, this will never be optimal. Like, I should take till this point only and not take till, I think this is where I'm going wrong. I should do this step at the end, not the start. So first we have this, then we have -1, then we have 1 to 5, 6 to 8. Yeah, then we have 3, just do it, otherwise we have -1. Yeah, so if it is 0, then just try to do it. Yeah, I think this is more correct than the previous code. So let's try to submit it again. And again we get a wrong answer. Okay. Okay, let's try some different idea. Okay, I know we have zeros. I know we have ones. What am I missing? Merging two smallest elements, coordinate compression, min-max spanning tree, no topological sort. All the elements in LR should be distinct. Check the number is power of 2. No, nothing is working. Okay, so today my rating will go down by I don't know how much. Okay, the problem is I don't know how many in what way should I, yeah, it is never optimal to make only two segments because that might increase my max drastically. So I need to think about it in a way. Yeah, I think I get it why that was giving me a wrong answer. It is never optimal to make only two segments. That is why. So how can I do it? Why was it giving me wrong answers? Let's say we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the max is currently 5. Let's say we encounter a 6, then we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you have 0, 1, 2, and 5. Okay, so if you will um, make an array like this and like this, then you will have max equals to, we also have 4, 5, so the max becomes 6, which is incorrect. What we can do is we can take till here, so the max is 5, and for this case the max is 4. No, not like that. So when will it be not optimal? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to prove that this is sometimes not optimal. I think I did not check for the last test case. Like, okay, in the when I'm doing it for the last time. So we want to, uh, but the problem is I don't know what is mx value. Okay, Ah, should I read problem C? I don't think I can solve this. And there are only 100 submission on 1000 submission on the problem C. So minus 27 this time. A candidate master could not solve it. Uh, okay. Okay, three of my friends have actually solved it. Hmm. In the master's assistance, like you want to divide this array such that the max is not equal. Now max is something that, what are the properties of max? Max is the smallest non-negative integer that is not present in the array. And if we have something like this, then let's say if max is 0 for all, that means I can simply say that 0 is not present in this array. What if I have max is equals to 1? What if my max was equals to 1? That means that uh, I have 0. That means 1 is not present in the entire array. Yeah, the minimum, I think I get it now. First, I should find the max of this whole array. Yeah, and then I should divide this entire. Oh, I think I get it now. First of all, I need to get the max of this whole array. Now the max is something that is not present in this entire array. So I will have to divide this. Uh, yeah, I think I get it now. Oh, I wasted so much of time. So first of all, I need to get the max. So what I can do is a dot sort. Let me make a copy. So let's say b is equals to a dot copy. Okay. Then b dot sort. So b is sorted. And now let's actually make it a set. And then we make a list. And now since b is sorted, for I in range len b, okay, if I not equals to bi, so initially at the 0th position there will be 0, then at first position there will be 1, and all, and like that. If I not equals to b of I, then max equals to I. Okay, so if that is the case, let's say if max equals 0, we have few cases, like if my max is 0, like whatever the max is, I just need to traverse till the max becomes equal to that number, and then I will say like, okay, uh, I need to find out indices till my max becomes equal to that. And how will I find it? When my length of this set, okay, let's just traverse. Let's say L equals to 0, and now if a of I is less than mx, then I will say s dot add a of I. Now if my len s becomes equals to mx, like, okay, then I will say let's also have an answer variable like that. Answer dot append what? Let's start from L and go till I plus 1. Let's go till I, and L is equals to, let's go till I minus 1. Let's say L equals to I now. And obviously if my uh, and then again I will do this step. Before this I will have to clear s dot clear like that. And in the end I will have to say like, okay, if len answer is greater than 1, then I will print len answer, and for x in answer, print x of 0 plus 1 comma x of 1 plus 1. Otherwise we print a minus 1. Let's try to run this. We are getting some errors because s is not a set, that is why we are getting this error. Okay, so we have something. It is telling us that okay, so for the first test case we have L is starting from 0. So why are we getting this? For I in range this, if s dot add a of I, if len s equals to mx, then from L we go to this. Why are we getting this? I'm not sure. Let's print the value of mx that we are getting. Mx is 0. Why is that? Mx should be 1. I think let's just search for mx of an array. I think there was a blog on mx. I just forgot what the code was. Go through the array and remove the elements that are greater than n. We sort the array O of n plus unique O of n. Then we go through the sequence in line and look at the first and that corresponds to the array. Like okay, let's say we have this now. I mean, should I remove the duplicates? Okay. I mean, I can just simply make a set of it. Like, why not? I don't need to sort it. I can say like, okay, let's go for it like this for max in range 0 to n plus 2 if mx not in b break. Okay. So now we will have, yeah, I think this is working. At least we got the max equals to 1. If my uh, len mx equals to mx minus 1, so if the it becomes equals to this, from 0 we go to minus 1. Why is that? Okay, we were at 0 index, that is why. Yeah, so we should go till I instead. And now I think it is giving correct answers. Let me just remove these lines, print answer. Yes, okay. Now let me copy the test cases. I think I will simply make it equal to 5. Okay, so then we have a 0, then it's saying 4. Why is that? Okay, then we have 3, that is 1 2 3, then 4 5, then 6 8. Why is that? Did I forget to clear it? For the third test case it is minus 1, and then for the fourth test case it is giving me a wrong answer, so let's do it for this test case only. Okay, now let's actually print my answer again. So my mx is 2, but what is the set? Okay. So we have 0 1 0 1 0 1, and in the last test case we have a 0 1. Okay. So why is it printing 7 comma 7? First of all, it should go from 0 to 1 because the max is 2, right? So yeah, 0 to 1, then we have 2 to 4, 2, 3 and 4, that is correct. Then from 5 to 5, no, that is incorrect. For 0 to 1, then we have 2 to 4, then we have 5 to 5, no, this is incorrect. Okay, now I should not add it. I think this is why. Okay, so we are getting this. We had 7. And in the last, the answer of -1 and 1 should be equals to n minus 1, whatever the case. Let's make this a list then. No choice. We don't have any choice then. Let's say answer of -1 1 equals to n minus 1. Yeah. So we have 1 to 2. Now this is even more in. Okay, so we have 1 to 2. So first we go from 1 to 2. Then we have 3, 4, 5. Then 6 to 8. Yeah, this is more correct. Let's try to run it for this test case again, and I will remove the print statements. Yeah, this is correct. This is also correct. For this test case, we have, yeah, it is correct. Yeah, I think this is correct now. So B problem. Okay, so it passed. Yeah, finally solved the B problem. Let's see the C problem now. I know I wasted so much of time. Sorry about that. In the new messenger for let's check the standings now. Okay, my rating is still decreasing, but I think the ranks will get updated in. I think this will get updated in some time. Okay. In the new messenger for the students of the masters whatever, an update is planned in which developer want to optimize the set of messages shown to the user. There are total of n messages. Each message is characterized by two integers ai and bi. The time spent reading the set of message with numbers this are distinct. Okay, calculated by the formula. Okay, so we have something like the time spent reading the set of messages with the numbers p1 p2 till pk. from 1 to n, and all the PIs are distinct. It's calculated by this formula. Note that the time to read the set of messages consisting of one message with the number P1 is equals Pi. Uh, I don't understand this. Let's try again. Okay, in which the developers want to optimize the set of messages shown to the user. Okay, there are a total of n messages. Each message is characterized by two integers ai and bi. Okay, the time spent reading the set of messages with number. Okay, so every number has some messages p1, p2 till pk. Wait a second. In which developer want to optimize set of. Okay, so set of messages are shown to the user a of pi, so we want to take the sum of pi and like this. Note that the time to read the set of messages consisting of one message with the number p1 is equals to a of p1. Okay, yeah, okay. Also, the time to read an empty message is considered to be 0, obviously. The user can determine the time L that he is willing to spend in the messenger. The messenger must inform the user the maximum possible size of the set of the messages. Yeah, I think now I get it. So I think the constraints will be lower. We have till 2000. Okay. The number of messages and the time the user is willing to spend in the message. Okay. Characterize the ith message. It is guaranteed the sum of n square does not pass. Okay, so for the first test case, we have like what is the input format? I think I will this time I will do it in C++. Okay, so first we have the first line of each contains n and n. So we have n comma l, c in n and l. After that we have the ith line of the n lines. We have ai and bi. So for I in range n, we have ai comma bi, c in ai and bi. Yeah. After that, where is the l? Okay, so we also have this l. Now we want to find it. Okay. So first of all, like okay, we have this. I think I should make two arrays. Let's say vector int a of n and vector int b of n instead. And let's take c in a of I and b of I. Yeah. Now, like how can we minimize this value? I think we have two things. Let's say we have a constant L that is given to us. Okay. We have A1, A2, A3, A4. Let's say we have till AN. Okay. We have B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 till Bn. Okay. And we can consider K, that is up to us. How many? Can I do it with DP with bit masking? No, I can't because we have till 2000. Uh, ah, let's say I consider this as my first message. Can I set? Can I get the set of numbers as alternate characters? Output 3. We can. Okay. Can the set of numbers be like jumbled, or do the p's have to be sorted in the sorted order? Also, the time to set. I think this is a DP problem. Like okay, if I consider this message, how much is it contributing? Like if I want to take it, it is contributing. Currently, the cost is A1 plus B1, right? No. It is equals to A1 only. If I so should I consider this message or not? So if I consider this message also, the cost will be equals to, so if I'm considering these two, the cost will be equals to A1 plus A2 plus the difference of these, that is B1 minus B2, right? And now I have to decide, like, should I continue with this or this? So can I do this in big O of n square with dp? I think I can do this in big O of n square with dynamic programming. Yeah, but we have n goes to 10 to the power 6, so we can't go in big O of n time. What is the time limit? We have 3 seconds. Uh, is the stream still working? Yeah. The ith line of the next n lines contains two integers a and bi characterized by the ith integer. Now, this is clearly a dynamic programming problem. That is good. The sum of n over the sum of n square over all test cases does not exist. Okay. So is this a hint? Like, why do we need n square? So I can do this in big O of n square, or can I? What should be my dp states? Like dp of I is equals to the number of messages I can read till in the prefix, like a of 0 till I, like that. So let's say I want to try, can I even read it? Like, okay, so what do I need to store? The cost. I think this is causing problems because we have this. If there is only one message, then pi equals a of pi. Then the time taken to read is simply a of pi. Yeah. So clearly, if I have some number with pi greater than L, then I don't even need to do that. Okay, let's have some DP states now. So what will my DP look like? So if we have DP in time, um, so I can either consider this or don't consider it, right? So for every message, I have two choices: either consider it or let's not consider it. But if I consider it, yeah, I think I get it now. Like, okay, let's try to write a recursion. So int solve of int I, comma int the current cost that I have, and int b. Okay. Also the int answer that I have, right? Let's say auto solve equals to like this. Huh. Um, how can I write the DP states? Okay, if I equals 0, like obviously if a of I, what is the new cost that is going to be added? Like I need the previous BI that I am, yeah, I will need the previous BI. The previous BI that I should consider. Like if I equals n, then I will simply return the answer, right? And this is actually my count. So I will simply return the count that I can get. Otherwise, uh, otherwise I should consider, like, I have two choices: either take it or not, right? But first, like, if the count is greater than if cost is greater than L, then return 0. Then I don't need to do it. Now return maximum of, like, if the count equals 0, then then I will do something. Otherwise, I will do something else. Okay. Now I have the choice. Like, if the count is 0, then either take it. So return the maximum of dp of, either I will just leave it. So I will leave it like that: cost, count, and b. Or I can take the maximum, like, okay, dp of, I will have to go till I plus 1. Then I will say cost plus, since it was uh, like that, so I will say a of I, then count plus 1, and then I will say, like, okay, bi, instead of bi I will say b of I. Okay, so like that. Otherwise I will say return max dp of, dp of what? First we have, either I don't take it, so cost, count comma b. I will leave it like that. Otherwise I will say, like, okay, go for I plus 1, cost plus a of I, comma, plus absolute value of b minus b of I, and take b of I like that. Yeah. Why is it giving something like this? Okay, let's formulate it a bit. Function int of int, and int. So we have this. Now why is this giving me errors? Int, int, int. Okay, so we have four ints. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I plus 1. Then we have cost plus a of I. Then we have count plus 1 and y b of I. Long int for array script. I'm not sure. Is it causing error because of this? Invalid types int of int. Okay. I think it is conflicting with this value. So let's call it bi instead. Uh, so I will call it bi. Here also bi, and bi minus b of I. Now what is happening here? We have I plus 1. This is correct. Then from this we have till here. This is correct. I think I am making errors with mm, I plus 1, cost plus a of I plus absolute value of bi minus b of I, comma b of I. Yeah. Why is it giving errors like this? Um, Have I used I somewhere else? Function int. No match for std call. My function is int and four ints, and we have std. Okay, 1 2 3 4. I think I will rewrite this whole thing. Okay, let's actually, I mean, this is correct, right? So let's try to uh, see, like, okay, is this working? Yeah, I will say cost will increase by a of I, obviously, and then it will increase by absolute value of something called bi minus b of I, right? Count will increase by 1, and this will increase by b of I. Okay, so I think this much is correct. Let's just see out dp of 0. Initially, my cost is also 0, count is also 0, and bi is, let's say, minus 1. Let's take bi to be equals to 0, but this is going in 10 to the power 4, which will surely give me a TLE. So I will have to memorize it, or maybe think of a better approach. Okay. What is the expected answer? Yeah, I forgot to put an handle here. So we have 3 1 2 1 0. At least we are getting correct answers. But now I need to somehow uh, memorize it. So how can I do it? I will have to say, like, what is the answer dependent on? Mm, like I have I, the cost. So what is the cost? Cost can be L. So I will have to say, like, okay, if I and cost is given, then I don't need to check for the previous B of I. Maybe, yeah. Like, how do I memorize it? Memorize this. This will give me a TLE. I just need to memorize it. Can ChatGPT do that for me? Yeah, maybe I don't like using it, but today my rating is going down, so I think I will do it. Memorize this DB. Yeah. Okay, why is this taking a string? So it is a 4D memorization, which is also not correct. Uh, no, this will give me a DLE for sure. I'm pretty sure this will give me a DLE, but Mm, this should be map. Okay, we are getting the same thing, and this is the memoized version. And let's try to submit this, maybe at least pass some of the test cases in the meantime, right? Okay, this is G++20 and the C problem. And we get a wrong answer. This is even worse. Wait, let's forget about memorization. Why are we getting a wrong answer? 31210, that is correct. I want to get the maximum count. Either I can choose to take it, or I will choose not to take it. And somehow I need to memorize it in uh, 1D dynamic programming. I mean, there is no point in making wrong submissions. I think I will stop the stream now. I can't think about it. Um, I will make some solution videos if I'm able to solve it. So you can wait for that, and I think I will just stop the stream now. Okay, thank you guys.